Now, you and I are both successful keynote speakers. You get invited to speak, you win awards, so do I. Why do you think you're so good? What makes you, why do you get invited back so often?
Well, I think there's similarities. One, I think we both have a lot of passion for the message we have to share. I think that's important. But I heard you say today something I really agree with, and that is I want to make the meeting planner a hero. You know, I really want to make them successful. And so, you know, I'll get there early, I'll stay late. I'm there to help them have a great program. That's one thing. Another thing that's important is being engaging, not just with the audience, but getting the audience engaged with each other. So I do things that allow them to have time to interact with them, and then I want to have a conversation rather than a lecture, and I want to have them have an experience of change, an experience of some practical tool that they can apply right then and that they're going to be able to use immediately. And so I think those things are important. But I think it's also valuable that people hear life-changing stories. So I share stuff from my life and from the people that I've worked with, like as we've done here, so that people know there's a reality and that there's a practicality and that there's real change that can happen. And I think people get excited about it in the time and they want more of it. And because I've got 30 models, the next one,
invite me back 30 times.
Yeah, the next one's going to be completely different, but it's still going to have those same qualities to it.
Now, you've written a book called Find the Upside of the Downtimes, How to Turn Your Worst Experiences into Your Best Opportunities. And we are living in a time of massive change, massive upheaval. Old models and old paradigms aren't working anymore. Talk about this book and how it can help people.
Well, everybody has resistance to change. Anytime we move from what's familiar to what's new, we're going to have some uncomfortableness about it. And a lot of companies, whether they're expanding rapidly or having to decline rapidly, have the same challenges in how to engage the workforce in order to be as productive as they can within that time frame. And so in this book, or in every chapter, a story from my own life, but also the lesson I learned and an activity that someone can apply. So it helps people learn how to deal with what I call the elementary school challenges in life, so that when the graduate school lessons come, they have some way of dealing with that more successfully. But we also use this in context with other change management programs, ProC's ADKAR model. We use that. We have a lot of ways of helping an organization really acknowledge the challenges of the change, because a lot of times I think they want to kind of hide that, but everybody knows it anyway. But if you give a chance for everybody just to talk about what the challenges are that we're going to be facing, it's like the power of them decreases a little bit. Now we can engage in actually what are some creative solutions to address that with the restrictions. And we have processes that we take teams and organizations through in a very short period of time that allow people to really be engaged in being successful in a change that yesterday they were scared of and didn't want to have to deal with. It's really remarkable.
Well, as you know, every time we ever talk together, I wish we had 5 days. So tonight we only have a few minutes, but if people want to get in touch with you because they want to either have a high impact speaker at their event, or they want to increase the performance of their leadership or their teams, they want to get a hold of your book, where do they go?
Dr. Rob Speaks, DROB speaks.com.
drrobspeaks.com. That's simple enough.
I just try to make it, don't want to have stress. And so Rob at drrobspeaks.com is a simple way of getting to me, my personal email. And the phone number is 713-305-1812. And we're real happy to talk about the possibilities.
Very good. Well, I'm excited. I mean, I get excited just listening to you talk, because we're very similar and we love each other, and you bring just tremendous competence and excitement and inspiration and motivation and tools and models to the world, all of which make it all work better, which is what it's all about. So wonderful book, a wonderful man, great consultant, speaker. If you would like to get in touch with him, you know how to do it now. As I said, I wish we had more time. Thank you for joining me tonight,
Jack.
Rob.
Always a joy.
And stick around. We'll be right back after this message.